Traveling after the age of 70 brings with it a higher risk of sudden health problems, which can turn an enjoyable trip into a stressful or even dangerous experience. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive and less resilient to sudden changes in environment, routine, and physical strain. Chronic conditions such as heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, or respiratory issues can flare up unexpectedly during travel. Even seniors who feel generally healthy can experience unforeseen complications, especially when exposed to long flights, changes in altitude, different climates, or unfamiliar foods. One of the main concerns is the limited availability of immediate medical care while traveling. In your hometown, you likely know exactly where to go in case of an emergency and have your trusted doctors nearby. But when traveling, especially internationally, finding reliable high-quality medical assistance can be challenging. Language barriers, cultural differences, and varying healthcare standards can delay treatment, and in urgent cases, every minute counts. For example, a sudden heart-related event or severe breathing difficulty might require specialized care that is not easily accessible in remote destinations. Dehydration is another common yet underestimated risk for older travelers. Flights and hot climates can quickly cause fluid loss, which in turn can lead to dizziness, confusion, or even fainting, all dangerous when away from home. Similarly, long hours of sitting in planes, buses, or trains can increase the risk of deep vein thrombosis, DVT, a serious blood clot condition that can be life-threatening if it travels to the lungs. Seniors are particularly vulnerable to DVT due to slower circulation and pre-existing health issues. Medications also play a crucial role in managing these risks. Older travelers often rely on daily prescriptions, but a missed dose or running out of medicine during the trip can trigger complications. Time zone changes can also make it difficult to maintain a regular medication schedule, increasing the risk of blood pressure spikes, irregular heartbeat, or blood sugar fluctuations. Without proper planning, such as carrying extra medication and keeping them in your carry-on, these small mistakes can lead to serious emergencies. Moreover, the stress of traveling itself, from airport queues to navigating unfamiliar locations, can put strain on the heart, lungs, and immune system. Combined with fatigue and disrupted sleep patterns, this stress can weaken the body's ability to cope with illness. For someone in their 70s or older, even a mild flu or food poisoning can escalate quickly into a hospital-worthy situation. The best way to minimize these risks is through thorough preparation. Seniors should undergo a full medical checkup before travel, carry an updated list of medications and medical conditions, and have travel insurance that covers emergencies abroad. Choosing destinations with good healthcare facilities, avoiding overly strenuous itineraries, and listening to your body's limits can help ensure that travel remains enjoyable rather than hazardous. In short, while sudden health issues are a real danger for older travelers, awareness, preparation, and smart choices can significantly reduce the risks, turning potential emergencies into manageable situations and allowing seniors to enjoy their adventures with peace of mind. Traveling at any age can be physically demanding, but after the body's stamina and recovery time are noticeably reduced. Seniors often find that activities which once seemed effortless, like walking long distances in airports, carrying luggage, or climbing a few flights of stairs, now require significantly more energy. This natural decline in physical strength and endurance means that travel can quickly become exhausting, especially when the trip involves multiple transfers, long waits, or crowded environments. One of the primary reasons for this increased fatigue is age-related muscle loss, known as sarcopenia. By the time we reach our 70s, we have lost a substantial amount of muscle mass, which affects both strength and balance. Tasks like lifting bags, standing for extended periods, or walking across uneven terrain become more tiring and can even pose a risk of falls. Pair this with joint stiffness or arthritis, and even short walks can cause discomfort, discouraging seniors from exploring as much as they might like. Another contributing factor is reduced cardiovascular efficiency. The heart and lungs don't pump oxygen as quickly as they once did, meaning physical activity can leave older travelers feeling breathless or drained more quickly. This effect is often amplified when traveling to destinations at higher altitudes or warmer climates, where the body has to work harder to adapt. Even sightseeing, which often involves prolonged standing and walking, can lead to fatigue after just a few hours. Travel schedules themselves can be physically taxing. Early morning flights, late arrivals, or long layovers disrupt the body's natural rhythm. Seniors may also struggle more with jet lag, as the body's ability to adjust to new time zones slows with age. This disruption to sleep patterns means less rest, which in turn makes the body feel weaker and more tired during the day. Fatigue then affects mood, energy levels, and even decision-making ability, all of which can impact the overall travel experience. Another overlooked aspect is the cumulative impact of minor physical strains. Carrying luggage for a few minutes may seem harmless, but repeated over several days, especially without adequate rest, can result in sore muscles, back pain, or aggravated pre-existing conditions. Similarly, standing in queues for security checks or walking through large airports can drain energy reserves before the actual vacation even begins. To manage physical weakness and fatigue, preparation and pacing are key. Seniors should choose direct flights when possible, book airport assistance for transfers, and consider staying in accommodations close to main attractions to minimize daily travel. Lightweight luggage, comfortable walking shoes, and the use of mobility aids like walking sticks or folding canes can make a significant difference. Planning rest breaks into the itinerary is also essential. Even a short 20-minute break in a quiet cafe or shaded park can restore energy and prevent overexertion. Ultimately, recognizing personal limits and adjusting travel expectations can help seniors conserve energy for the activities they enjoy most. Instead of rushing from one attraction to another, a slower pace allows for more meaningful experiences and helps ensure that physical weakness or fatigue doesn't overshadow the joy of the journey. Mobility challenges are one of the most significant obstacles seniors may face when traveling after 70. As we age, factors like reduced muscle strength, joint stiffness, balance issues, and chronic conditions such as arthritis or osteoporosis can make walking long distances, navigating uneven terrain, or climbing stairs increasingly difficult. While these challenges may not completely prevent travel, they can limit participation in activities and create unnecessary stress if not planned for in advance. Airports, train stations, and tourist attractions often require more walking than expected. Large airport terminals may span hundreds of meters between check-in, security, and boarding gates, and walking through them while carrying hand luggage can be exhausting. For those with knee or hip problems, each additional step can bring discomfort or pain, making the journey feel overwhelming before it even begins. Similarly, historic sites or scenic spots such as castles, temples, or mountain viewpoints may involve steep staircases, cobblestone streets, or narrow paths that are difficult to navigate without stable footing. Balance issues further complicate mobility. Seniors are more prone to unsteadiness due to reduced coordination and slower reflexes, which means that walking on slippery surfaces, climbing steps without railings, or navigating crowded areas increases the risk of falls. Even a minor trip or slip can lead to serious injuries like fractures, which could disrupt or end the trip entirely. The anxiety of possibly falling can also make seniors hesitant to explore, which reduces the enjoyment and spontaneity of travel. Another factor is the pace of group tours or public transportation schedules. Many organized trips move quickly from one location to another, giving little time for slower walkers to keep up. In busy cities, public transport may involve rushing up or down stairs, boarding moving buses or trains, and standing for extended periods, all of which can be physically challenging and even unsafe for seniors with mobility limitations. A lack of accessibility in certain destinations is also a major consideration. While modern cities may offer elevators, ramps, and accessible pathways, older or rural areas might not. This can leave seniors with two difficult choices: either skip a desired activity or push themselves beyond safe limits. Both options can be frustrating, especially when traveling far from home. To manage mobility challenges effectively, advanced preparation is essential. Seniors should research the accessibility of destinations before booking, including whether hotels have elevators, whether attractions have ramps or lifts, and how far apart key locations are. Booking wheelchair or mobility scooter rentals in advance can greatly increase freedom and comfort. At airports or train stations, requesting assistance services can save energy and reduce stress. Comfortable, supportive shoes are also crucial for stability, and lightweight walking aids like foldable canes can help with balance without being cumbersome to carry. Lastly, pacing is vital, including regular rest stops and itineraries, avoiding overly packed. Travel is often seen as a joyful and relaxing experience, but for seniors over 70, it can sometimes bring unexpected mental stress and sleep disruptions. The combination of unfamiliar environments, changes in routine, and the pressure of managing logistics can weigh heavily on the mind. Even before the trip begins, planning, packing, and ensuring all travel documents are in order can create anxiety. For older travelers who may already have mild memory concerns or rely on strict routines, these changes can feel overwhelming. One major source of mental stress is navigating unfamiliar places. Airports, train stations, and busy city streets can be confusing, especially if signage is unclear or in another language. This can lead to a sense of disorientation and nervousness about getting lost, missing connections, or being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Seniors traveling alone may feel this anxiety more acutely, worrying about what will happen if they encounter a problem without immediate assistance. Another stress trigger is the constant need to remain vigilant. Concerns about losing luggage, safeguarding passports, avoiding scams, or remembering medication schedules can add mental strain throughout the trip. This ongoing alertness can be exhausting, particularly for older travelers who may not have the same mental stamina as in younger years. The stress is further amplified when technology is involved, such as using unfamiliar booking apps, navigating online check-ins, or scanning digital boarding passes. Sleep disturbances are also a common issue for seniors while traveling. Jet lag affects older adults more severely because the body's internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm, becomes less adaptable with age. This makes adjusting to new time zones slower and more difficult. As a result, seniors may experience trouble falling asleep, waking up frequently during the night, or feeling sleepy during the day. Even short trips without significant time zone changes can disrupt sleep patterns due to different schedules, noisy environments, or uncomfortable beds. Poor sleep, in turn, can worsen mental stress. Lack of rest affects mood, concentration, and decision-making ability, making small inconveniences feel more overwhelming. It can also impact physical health by lowering immunity and increasing susceptibility to illness, a dangerous combination when far from home. 2. Reduce mental stress. Seniors can benefit from simplifying travel plans. This might mean choosing direct flights, staying in centrally located accommodations, or opting for guided tours where logistics are handled by professionals. Keeping a printed itinerary and important contacts handy can provide peace of mind. It's also wise to build extra time into the schedule to avoid the pressure of rushing from one activity to another. For better sleep, preparation is key. Adjusting bedtime gradually before departure can help ease jet lag. Packing familiar items, like a favorite pillowcase or sleep masks, can make unfamiliar hotel rooms feel more comfortable. Avoiding caffeine and heavy meals close to bedtime, and using earplugs or white noise apps, can also improve sleep quality by proactively addressing mental stress and sleep issues. Seniors can maintain a calmer mind and a well-rested body, allowing them to fully enjoy the travel experience without feeling constantly drained or anxious. For seniors over 70, unexpected expenses can quickly turn a well-planned trip into a financial headache. While travel costs can be estimated in advance, including flights, accommodation, and planned activities, there are many hidden or unforeseen charges that often catch older travelers off guard. These surprises can be stressful, especially for retirees on fixed incomes who need to stick to a strict budget. One common source of unexpected expenses is medical care. Even a minor health issue, like a sprained ankle or a severe bout of food poisoning, can lead to costly doctor visits or hospital stays, especially abroad. In countries where healthcare is expensive, these bills can run into thousands of dollars if not covered by insurance. Unfortunately, travel insurance for seniors over 70 can be both more expensive and more restrictive than for younger travelers. Some policies exclude coverage for pre-existing medical conditions, meaning that any related treatment might have to be paid out of pocket. Flight disruptions are another cause of unplanned spending. Delays, cancellations, or missed connections can require last-minute hotel stays, extra meals, or rebooking fees. In many cases, budget airlines do not provide compensation, leaving travelers to cover the costs themselves. Similarly, lost or delayed luggage may force seniors to purchase clothing, toiletries, and other essentials at inflated tourist prices. Scams and overcharging, while also a safety issue, often create unexpected costs as well. Being overbilled by taxis, restaurants, or tour operators is unfortunately common in certain destinations. In some cases, seniors may feel too uncomfortable to argue over charges, leading to further financial loss. Currency fluctuations can also affect travel. If the exchange rate changes significantly between the time the trip is booked and the actual travel dates, seniors may find that their planned spending money does not stretch as far as expected. This is especially problematic for long trips, where most daily expenses are paid in cash. When it comes to travel insurance, problems often arise from misunderstanding the terms of coverage. Many travelers assume that medical coverage means all situations are covered, but policies often have exclusions for high-risk activities, certain destinations, or even specific age groups. Some require travelers to pay upfront for treatment and then apply for reimbursement, which can be challenging in emergencies. Others have maximum payout limits that may not fully cover expensive overseas care. To avoid these financial pitfalls, seniors should take several precautions. First, it's essential to read travel insurance policies carefully, paying close attention to exclusions, claim procedures, and maximum coverage amounts. Comparing multiple providers can help find a plan that offers both affordability and sufficient protection. Carrying an emergency fund, either in cash or on a dedicated travel card, ensures access to money when needed. Booking flexible flight and accommodation options can also help reduce rebooking costs if plans change. Ultimately, while unexpected expenses and insurance issues can be daunting, careful planning and realistic budgeting can minimize their impact. By preparing for the possibility of extra costs and ensuring insurance coverage matches their needs, seniors can travel with greater confidence and financial peace of mind. For seniors over 70, weather and environmental changes can have a much stronger impact on the body than in younger years. As we age, the body's ability to regulate temperature, adapt to new climates, and fight off environmental stressors becomes less efficient. This means that even seemingly minor shifts in temperature, humidity, or air quality can trigger discomfort, fatigue, or even serious health problems during travel. One of the most common challenges is extreme heat. Seniors are more prone to dehydration and heat exhaustion because the body's thirst signals become less accurate with age, and sweat glands are less effective at cooling the body. Hot climates, especially when combined with physical activity, like sightseeing or hiking, can quickly lead to overheating. Symptoms like dizziness, rapid heartbeat, nausea, and confusion can appear suddenly and may require immediate medical attention. On the other hand, cold weather also poses risks. Low temperatures can increase blood pressure and strain the heart, making them dangerous for seniors with cardiovascular conditions. Cold air can also aggravate arthritis, causing joint stiffness and pain that limits mobility. Frosty or icy surfaces add another layer of danger by increasing the risk of slips and falls. High humidity can cause breathing difficulties, especially for seniors with respiratory conditions like asthma or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Similarly, destinations with poor air quality, whether due to pollution, wildfire, smoke, or dust, can trigger coughing, wheezing, or fatigue. Even altitude changes, such as traveling to mountain regions, can affect oxygen levels and cause altitude sickness, which is particularly taxing on older lungs and hearts. Environmental changes can also impact chronic health conditions in less obvious ways. For example, sudden changes in barometric pressure can trigger migraines or joint pain, while seasonal allergens in unfamiliar regions can lead to hay fever symptoms. In addition, drastic time zone changes can disrupt the body's circadian rhythm, affecting sleep patterns, digestion, and energy levels. To reduce these risks, preparation is key. Seniors should research the climate of their destination, including seasonal temperature ranges, humidity levels, and potential weather hazards. Packing appropriate clothing layers can help adapt to changing conditions throughout the day. Breathable fabrics are essential in hot weather, while insulated, moisture-wicking layers help in colder climates. Wide-brimmed hats, sunglasses, and sunscreen are crucial for sunny destinations, while gloves, scarves, and non-slip shoes are important for cold and icy locations. Hydration is especially important in all climates. Carrying a reusable water bottle and drinking regularly, even when not feeling thirsty, helps prevent dehydration. In hot climates, taking frequent rest breaks in shaded or air-conditioned areas can keep the body from overheating. In colder regions, staying warm and dry reduces strain on the heart and joints. Lastly, seniors should be aware of their body's signals and not push beyond calm.